tunnle. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
44-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It looked like they felt like there was just way too much traffic, so instead of trying to run through the pile on 3rd and goal, they tried to take it outside. But how about that pursuit by the defense? Way too much for them, and they held him up short of the line of scrimmage and the goal line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They run forward, Breida, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes firing complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
At their own 20-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Hardman on the return. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15. 1st down, Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Washington. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Mahomes now on first down. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
9 yards.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes Grant on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run with Breida. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Ballage. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Breida. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This will be caught just inside the 10. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. First down, Kansas City.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami.
Chiefs, nothing.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Mahomes again. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tua going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tua on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gain on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Harper. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
33-yard line.
And some room to run now. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Dolphins, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.
I use a dub, I'm a win, I'm gonna lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I turn it around, can't resist, I'm incredible. Can't put $1, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. When I hit that. Okay. When I hit that. When I hit that. When I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.